What separates the ordinary from the extraordinary? The dreamers from the doers? It's the power of thinking big. Now, this isn't about arrogance or fantasy. It's about daring to believe that your life can be larger than your circumstances. It's about expanding your inner vision and refusing to settle for mediocrity. Most people don't fail because they lack potential. They fail because they never allow themselves to dream beyond their current reality. They live inside invisible prisons built from thoughts like I can't, I'm not ready, or I'm not good enough. But your mind is a creator. What you think, you attract. What you believe, you become. When you think small, your world shrinks. But when you think big, your world expands. Your awareness sharpens, and opportunities that were once invisible start appearing everywhere. You start to act big, or walk big, and live big, because your actions begin to match the scale of your vision. Look at the greats. Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk. They didn't start with money, power, or influence. They started with a vision so big that people called them crazy until they made it real. Thinking big means letting your imagination stretch beyond logic, beyond fear. Logic tells you what's possible, but your imagination shows you what's potential. And when you combine that imagination with belief and consistent action, life begins to rearrange itself in your favor. So why doesn't everyone do it? Because it's uncomfortable. Thinking big forces you to face your fears, step out of your comfort zone, and challenge the excuses that keep you small. Society teaches us to play it safe, get a stable job, and not dream too much. But think about it. The airplane, the internet, the smartphone. Every great invention was once just an impossible idea born from a big thinker. Scientifically, thinking big activates powerful parts of your brain responsible for creativity and long-term vision. Your brain's filter, the reticular activating system, starts searching for opportunities that align with your grand vision. The world doesn't change, you do. This doesn't mean taking giant leaps overnight. It means seeing the bigger picture while taking small, consistent steps every single day. When you plant a seed, it needs nurturing, sunlight, and time to become a tree. Your dreams are the same. Start small, but with a big vision. Write that one page, save that $1, make that one call, but do it with the belief that you're building something extraordinary. And remember, your environment shapes your thinking. You can't think big if you're surrounded by small minds. If you spend time with complainers and doubters, their negativity will infect you. But if you surround yourself with dreamers, achievers, and believers, your mind will expand. Energy is contagious. So is fear, and so is courage. Choose your circle wisely. Read books that stretch your thinking. Listen to voices that lift you higher. And spend time in silence, because in silence your biggest ideas are born. Belief is the foundation of it all. Without belief, talent is wasted and potential dies. Belief is the fuel that turns imagination into reality. When you believe deeply, your subconscious mind gets to work, aligning your thoughts, choices, and habits with that belief. You take risks, you stay consistent, and you recover faster from setbacks. Successful people protect their belief system. They don't let other people's opinions water down their conviction. They understand that faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. Thinking big doesn't mean you won't fail. In fact, it means you'll probably fail more often, because you're walking in uncharted territory. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every failure refines your strategy and strengthens your will. Thomas Edison didn't fail 1,000 times. He just discovered 1,000 ways that didn't work until one did. The universe doesn't test your intelligence. It tests your persistence. Vision creates reality. Everything you see around you, the buildings, the songs, the technology, first existed in someone's mind. When you hold a clear vision and act on it daily, life starts to mirror it. Visualization isn't just daydreaming. It's mental programming. It trains your subconscious to expect success and build confidence. Close your eyes and truly feel the life you want, as if it's already here. Your outer world will always reflect your inner world. This applies to every area of your life, not just your career. Think big in love. give more, and forgive faster. Think big in health, honor your body, think big in kindness, be the one who uplifts others. When your vision expands in every direction, you stop chasing small pleasures and start living with a deep sense of purpose. Spiritually, thinking big is how you align with the universe. You realize you are not limited by your background or your body. You are infinite potential in human form. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Thinking big isn't about ego. It's about evolution. Every day, practice it. Start your morning by asking, what's the best that can happen today? Set goals that excite you more than they scare you. Speak powerful affirmations. I am capable. I am worthy. I am destined for greatness. Feed your mind with wisdom. Take bold action, even when you're uncertain. And celebrate your small wins, because progress builds momentum. Small thinking comes from a mindset of scarcity. Big thinking comes from a mindset of abundance. Scarcity says, there's not enough. Abundance says, there's more than enough for everyone. When you think abundantly, jealousy fades, competition disappears, and creation begins. You stop comparing and start creating. You stop asking, why me? And start declaring, why not me? Thinking big transforms you from fear to faith, from lack to possibility. It helps you build not just success, but a legacy. Ask yourself, what will people remember me for? Not your possessions, but the lives you touched and the dreams you inspired. The world doesn't need more people playing small. It needs more people who believe they can make a difference. Every great movement, every innovation began because someone dared to think beyond themselves. And now, it's your turn. Life is inviting you to rise up, to stop underestimating your potential. You were not born to be average. You were born to make an impact. Your current circumstances do not define your capacity. The only true limitation is the size of your thinking. So think boldly, dream fearlessly, and act relentlessly. Because once your mind expands to a new level of possibility, it never returns to its old dimensions. The people who make history are not those with all the answers. They're the ones with the audacity to dream beyond reason and persist until their dream becomes real. So think big about your future, your purpose, and what you can give. Because when you think big, you don't just transform your life, you transform everyone who comes into contact with you. The energy of your vision inspires others to see what's possible. And that's how revolutions begin, not in governments, but in minds that refuse to think small. So stop shrinking to fit into spaces you've outgrown. Stop letting fear decide your future. The world expands for those who expand their thinking. The biggest risk was never thinking too big. It was always thinking too small. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content to help you live your biggest life. See you in the next one.